I want to win at everything.
So everything came in the package right there. And a few tools I gathered right there. Alright, the guitar I'm fixing is the FG-260. It's old, I've had it a long time. And it's just about always had this big belly in it. Right there. Pull the strings off, you can see that the top of it's still bellied up. The bridge is leaning forward. Just tightening this down because I have no idea why it's stuck up. I guess if part of the bridge is bigger, then this could stick up behind it, but this is completely flat on the inside of this one. Alright, according to the instructions, it fits flat under there. And I'm going to have to drill a hole right here, which is going to be right here in this area. Alright, first thing you're supposed to do is use a 1/4 inch drill bit and drill in here to make like a countersink area for where it's going to attach. Instead of use a punch or something to get it started, I'm just going to use my knife. Give me a hole right in the center where I think it should go. I'm going to back down just a little bit. Right in there. I think I can do it. That ought to keep the drill bit from walking when I start to drill it. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
After a police dog is shot trying to save his partner. Usually Stonewall driving followed by all states if the NTSB gets their way. Frank Governor and Alabamians are reacting. And you may not have to anymore. The new way are cracking down on.
Alright, this says drill a 9/64 right through the center. If I happen to have one of those. It says don't use a drill. Do it by hand. But I can't imagine doing it any other way. Because they're slow about it. That looks like that ought to do it. That screw would drop. Yeah, it dropped down in there. Alright, it said to remove this adjustment screw. Just that screw, whatever it is. Look in there and there's a piece of PVC in there. I'm guessing, I don't really know how this works, but apparently it threads into that PVC somehow. That's what's going to hold it instead of the wood.
This year, because of national attention, it looks like similar legislation may have a better chance of passing. Governor Bentley says he's in favor of banning texting with cell phones.
I'm going to try to dry fit this screw, make sure. And that's the way it looks like it works, just like that.
Personal responsibility for safety.
It shouldn't be a problem. I can't get my hand in there though. What's going to happen here? Kind of awkward. I think I got it right off the bat. I don't know if you can see, but it's in the way of where the strings are going to line up. Maybe I would have had to drill through here. Never seen it done on 12 strings, so I don't know. Or I've never seen it done on anything, as a matter of fact. Okay, that's not going to work, because this will not go down in those holes now. Alright, here's what I'm talking about. I can't get the string in there because of where the front edge of that piece is. Alright, that didn't work out, so I drilled another hole. Hopefully that'll work. It's not what I had in mind, but I'll have to fill this hole in. Hopefully this will work out. And I do have a mark. And I got to cut it off 3/8 of an inch shorter than there. The mark I made, so I'm cutting it off 3/8 inch shorter so it'll fit inside that block. And then this right here will sit up against it and push it against the back of the guitar. Alright, I put a straight edge across here so I could, I don't know if this will give me any indication of how far I've moved it. But this is before I've tightened it. I did measure and it's about 2/10 of an inch on this side if I hold it down flat across the center. After I got it in there, now I've got about 1/10 of an inch across here. It's pretty tight. The first time I was tightening it, it slipped off there's an end piece, tail piece in here, and it slipped off. So I took that back out and straightened it up. I've got it pretty tight. I think that's gonna really lower those strings down, so we'll see. I don't know if you can tell the difference there, but it's definitely flatter. I guess the only problem is if you put the strings on, you can't stick your hands down in there and decide you want to do it some more. So I think if I'm happy with that, I'll just stay with that. It came with a little bitty thing to cover up the screw, but of course I've got a hole back here I'm going to have to work on. So hopefully I can get that straightened out, get that plugged up, and it'll be all good. I got the strings on. It's got a little bit of a bow. It's the same as before I put the strings, but it's definitely closer down to the fretboard as than it was before. The only thing, I don't think I want to try to lower it down anymore with that JLD Bridge System, because I don't know how much stress it can take. And one bad thing, I guess, when you put the strings on, you can't really adjust it anymore. I guess if you had some sort of ratchet with the Allen head on it, you might could. Anyway, success. It's a done deal.